you've always hunting for a good brand name. So we said, let's keep it as Wow. It's a positive name. I was a failed entrepreneur prior to this. From electronics business, retailing, coming in ever, and then my dream, wake up again and say I would have done it. We were the pioneers in this country to get it at affordable price points. And the best places to be in health and beauty. Premiumization in this country is going to be the next big wave in the next 10-15 years. A girl next door or a guy next door were the biggest brand ambassadors.
How many failed experiments got you that one bottle correct?
We used to give after-sales service for a shampoo. Indian consumers had problem. If you want to talk to them, they will tell you their problem. As entrepreneurs, we all have to look at what's the next big thing. 50% of our consumers are men and 50% women. Indian consumers say that I want to first know what you'll do for me and then I'll think about the environment. As Indian consumers, we are very patient. We give chances to brands. But if we don't do well, they are punishing. Amazon Prime Video shows in-depth grassroots of how to build a startup. So it's an interesting show. You should watch.
Hello. Hi everyone, this is Just Kiran and we are here on Just Talking with Wow Skin Science co-founder Manish Chaudhary, whose business has grown exponentially to now 40,000 plus retail center.
40,000 plus, yeah.
And I'm not going to talk about how many, 13 billion market or what?
Yeah, we are in a 13 billion market.
Yes. So Wow Skin Science, it is into skin products. It is
We are in skin, hair and health. So three important verticals.
Three important verticals. Are they all connected?
So skin is connected with Wow Skin Science, which is skin and hair. The life science, which is the health business, is connected with the Wow Life Science logo.
Okay.
The brand.
How did you come up with this name, Wow?
It was actually, we formed this company with 4 founders. So every time we used to chat, it used to end with Wow, with whatever we used to end with. And then you've always hunting for a good brand name. So we said, let's keep it as Wow. It's a positive name. And we started on Amazon listing it, and the rest is history.
All right. How did you get attracted to the whole beauty segment? Tell me a little bit about your background that, okay, this was the family business or this was the family work and this was the idea I grew up with. What were the dreams and aspirations that you grew up with first?
So, I never knew I would be in a health and beauty business to start with. As you would have heard, I was a failed entrepreneur prior to this. So, from electronics business, retailing, coming in 2 years, starting a health and beauty business, I think I wouldn't ever in my dream wake up again and say I would have done it. But one thing very important is the internet was new in India.
This was which year?
2014, 2015. That's the time when Flipkart, Amazons of the world were in just about...
They had started entering the Indian market.
Nobody was selling health and beauty online.
Okay.
And in the US or in the West, 50% of consumption happened in health and beauty online. And India was zero those days. So we knew that there will be a great opportunity for us to be an online brand, which could become a brand which could be sold anywhere and everywhere, which is offline today. But we looked at it more as an opportunity where consumers would want to buy. And health and beauty was a great space to...
This is a gap you saw and you wanted to...
And even whatever you see, what we created, you ahead of innovation. No sulfate, no parabens. We were the pioneers in this country to get it at affordable price points.
But you electronics say, how come health? And this is too diverse.
See, this is what entrepreneurship is, right? You will learn not to do one thing, and then you'll open another opportunity. Another opportunity opens up as your door from your failure from your past, that you will say, I'll improve you. So when I was in the electronics business, I was retailing. So I never kept the margins what the brand would have. And then when I failed in the business, I said, you know what, I want to be a brand owner. And the best places to be in health and beauty, one is gross margins are great. The opportunity to innovate would be great. India is the land of Ayurveda and we don't have eye beauty coming out of this country. So I thought, it'll be a great place to be in.
Because that's where I read that you went back to roots to create your products. You dug deeper into the whole business.
You would have heard me, I said 35,000 brands we fight on Amazon when we started.
35,000 brands. It's 55 now.
Could be 2 lakhs.
Yes.
So how do you cut clutter?
Yes, how do you cut clutter of a Nivea charm?
You have to talk about why buy me, why buy me, why buy me.
So why buy you?
No sulfate, no parabens. if you see today, what we created is a amber bottle with a gold cap, which everybody remembers, right? Today, if you go into a retail store, and that's why packaging is so innovative. And we did. You've seen our aloe vera bottle.
Yes.
It's a unique shape. The cheapest aloe vera was a Patanjali green color formulation. Aloe vera is never green. It's
Green leaf is
transparent.
also green.
It's never transparent.
Yes.
It's never green. It's transparent.
Yes, it's a transparent gel.
Building trust with consumers, we knew it will make it large. And we as Indian consumers want something better. And I think that spending power of saying, I'll spend another 100, 200 rupees more for a better product, that time has arrived in India. So premium, we are a mass premium brand. We're not a mass brand, we are a mass premium brand. So I think premiumization in this country is going to be the next big wave in the next 10, 15 years.
But online जब आप गए तो what were the marketing tools that you used, that to make yourself visible? I believe you were one of the first to start using influencers.
Yes.
You use a lot of. How did that idea come about?
So in the old days, or you go to any retail store today, you get a beauty advisor who's well dressed talking about products. Beauty advisors were disrupted by influencer marketers. Right? They used to buy products, or we used to send them products, and they used to give a demo to a consumer. And consumers used to look at those videos and say, you know what, I'm convinced with this influencer that I can buy that product. So you saw India basically change from, the old age of marketing where a celebrity, like, all the large celebrities come and advertise on television, shift towards online influencer marketing, where a normal girl next door or a guy next door were the biggest brand ambassadors. So that is something where we started. And unfortunately, today we see so many influencers. It's not the next reel, but it's the next story that they are competing with the brand. So they dilute that. So that channel was ripe for disruption, but now you see a lot of churn happening there. But even till today, I think influencer marketing is something which is large. Our creator economy is huge.
When you started with Wow Skincare, what were the initial roadblocks that you faced, especially when it came to how many failed experiments got you that one bottle correct?
I think, I have one bad memory. I don't keep failure.
Locked in.
I should have it, but I don't do it because I always look at the next positive thing. But I think we have failed a lot. I think whatever you see is all the success. The failures, we have had so many products which we have thought would have done well but never did well. Right? So many times you thought that customers will like it, but you liked it as a builder or a creator, but the consumer didn't like it. So there have been so many things which have been hits and misses for us.
Because आजकल the market है that, oh, I'm using this very organic product, oh, I'm using this handmade, it's handmade and handcrafted. Wow began when it is actually handcrafted because it doesn't have those preservatives in it. It is so this mix of getting the right texture, the right smell, the feel-good factor. How do you know that this is what will sell? What are your best sellers? Like, how do you know that this is going to really hit? So the market.
Today you are a digital company, so you get a lot of digital data. You can have analytics of what consumers are buying, which geography ingredient sells. So that kind of data reads you can read. Initial days we didn't have any of those. So those days any consumer used to buy us, so even there's a checkout cart which he wouldn't complete. We would give them a call and ask them, right? So I remember 2015, 2016, we used to give after sales service for a shampoo.
Okay.
And consumers used to think that I bought a shampoo bottle and consumers are speaking to us on the phone. And average talk time of a customer speaking on the phone with us was 12 minutes. So that means it showed that Indian consumers had problem. If you want to talk to them, they will tell you their problem. So that's where we learned a lot more about consumers, the ingredients, what to have, what not to have in our research. But today it's a lot more data driven. So you can see a lot more driven through a lot of data which you can try.
I don't know कि कौन सी cream shampoo मुझे suit करती है. I still hit and try it.
It's basically hit and try, but people who like it stick with it.
Yes.
It depends skin to skin, person to person, hair to hair. That consumers forget, right? Because there's so many different type of skin textures we have in this country. We also learned one thing is that we Indians, 76% of the population is oily skin.
Yes.
Yeah, which half of the people don't know that they're oily skin.
Yes, and T-zones are different.
Yeah, so they don't know. So consumers are now learning what their problems are.
Dandruff is another permanent problem.
So people at times like in the West, is a lot more informed consumer. We Indians are catching up to that.
So through Wow Skin Science, how are you educating the consumer? Are your after sales, are your talks, are your chats still continuing?
So of course, we've got a very large customer care team where we are at consumer problems daily.
Okay.
And that's what we continue building, and that's very important for us.
And are your products also designed considering the topography, the geography, and the area?
We are
That's
now
how
starting getting to
that's
that.
how you
We are now
target.
starting initially, yes. So we used to have data reach to understand which product does well in which region, and that's how our business was built on.
So while growing up, did you ever, this is a very personal question, did you see your mother's dressing table or something
yes,
that
I did.
what is she using?
I did.
What is charm is her favorite?
I knew it. Obviously, we all have that, but as entrepreneurs, we all have to look at what's the next big thing, and this category is something which is very addictive to be.
It is.
It is an addictive category.
How addictive are you using your own product?
Of course,
How much do you test on your?
A lot.
How are men? So are men also equally very conscious about their skin health?
You will not believe it. We have 50% of our consumers are men and 50% women.
Okay, that's equal.
So it's a unisex
And
brand.
do kids come in a separate section? Because a lot of kids,
we tried
Tiki Toro is the brand which has come up.
we tried with kids. It's a very small market, but we did try it. But the shocking thing is you'll see consumers at the young age of 8+ being our consumers.
They are.
Yeah.
COVID, how did it change everything for you business wise? Because
I think
health is a
COVID was one
segment
of the
that must
best
have
things
taken
what happened for us
for any entrepreneur.
in our business, because we are an online business, so everybody came and bought us. So
Online and health also. Are you doing health nutrition?
yeah, we have pretty popular nutritions also at our end, but COVID was one of the best things what happened to our company.
But health and nutrition, now that segment is also increasing. Uska aapko kya feedback milta? Everybody is now, I've taken this supplement, I have taken this. That's also rooted in Ayurveda somewhere, or that is something that you're developing?
So I think India is also evolving as now looking at what consumers have their own deficiencies on. So a lot of people are now, unfortunately, also going online, and that's your best doctor, then going to a doctor and asking what I should use. And now consumers are understanding what vitamins, what deficiencies I have. You're also seeing young Indian consumers saying, you know what, I want to solve this problem today, then have this problem 20 years from now. So you're seeing those kind of consumer change dramatically.
So there is a brand called Theatre. They want to be the next Zara of India. So what do you want to be?
I want to be a great FMCG company out of India.
You want to add more verticals?
I think,
or this is a
trifecta. We are living in a, and we have made a lot of mistakes also, like going very wide. Less is more is for me is something which you want to be in these 3 categories, and how do you continue
to find the potential in it? Right now, how many outlets do you have?
We're there in 40,000 plus outlets.
My God, how do you manage that?
But that's small. There's more than lakhs of other larger companies are there in outlets which are in lakhs. We're just a new age brand, so it takes us time to build.
How old is the brand now?
Just turned 10 years.
So
first 3 years was only just, we were all over the place, not knowing what we were doing. So I would say the last 7 years is where the brand is in shape, but the first 3 years was finding it out.
अभी आपको लगता है पीछे के electronics किया था तो different game होती अगर electronics में hit हो जाते?
I don't think so, yaar. I think creating your own brand, and that's why entrepreneurship, a lot of founders will take inspiration, create amazing things for our country, building great brands. So I wouldn't say, it depends. Whichever has got a great future ahead. But once you're committed to one, you have to slog it out, whether ups and downs. That's what it is. So I never look back to what's happened in the past.
And आजकल there's this buzzword, sustainability. I have used this recycled product, and it's very good for the skin. ज़्यादा पानी पी लो, and this is something that will not harm the environment. So are you also working towards that kind of work?
We are the first Indian brand to launch a paper tube with 48% less plastic, and we did badly with.
Why?
You know what we realized? We as Indian consumers say that I want to first know what you'll do for me, and then I'll think about the environment. Okay. So that's our learning, but we'll take time. I'm not giving up on that.
Okay.
That is something which I'm very interested in building long term. But today's consumer says that first tell me what I buy that product for, what will it do good for me, and then I'll think about the rest.
And any other great lesson from consumer?
I think our consumers, Indian consumers, we are very patient. we give chances to brands, but if we don't do well, they are punishing. As what you would have heard from the Tynour founder, it is very factually correct. We are patient, we are loyal till the time we can, and if it doesn't work for us, then we can punish you. So that's our learning. So it's very important.
I thought Indians and
सब लोग बोलते हैं ना customer भगवान होता है, so we have to follow that.
for customer भगवान है पूरा.
Yes.
Okay, and now you have Parvanu setup. You have a setup in Punjab. Any more setups you have?
No, we got distribution, the warehouse, master warehouse in Zirakpur.
Okay. You wanted to be part of the internet revolution. Now next is going to be another kind of revolution. You know, they're going to be the tech revolution. Internet was one thing. Now we are in the age of
AI.
tech, so AI. Now, how are you going to milk that or find potential in that? How
Obviously, AI is going to play out very important over the next, I think 5 years is where you'll see. There's so much of talk about it right now, but I think product development, packaging, understanding a lot more geographical will get a lot more easier. It's going to be a threat. And I don't know where it's going to play out too much for consumer companies, but it will play out somewhere which will be hard.
And you know, you were approached by Amazon Prime. Tell us about Mission Startup. What is entrepreneurship about? And how is it different from Shark Tank?
Yeah, so Aman's a very good friend of mine. Aman, it's totally different concept. I think in a world where if you have copies, you'll not be able to cut clutter. Amazon Prime Video shows in-depth grassroots of how to build a startup. You'll see 10 founders fighting for the top 5 spots. And you'll see the journey of their ups and downs, their tasks. It's like a MasterChef format.
Okay.
Where 10 founders are there. It's a nice reality show. You must watch it.
You're part of the show.
I'm a judge along with Kunal Bell and Anisha.
Okay.
Of She Capital.
Okay. You never went for Shark Tank? Did you want to go?
No, I didn't. They never called me, but they should call me.
They should call you on Shark Tank to listen. Are you investing in businesses?
I do.
Any interesting one that we should know about?
I don't disclose them too much, no.
Okay. Would you like to help the young startups?
I do. Wherever I get my time, I do it.
These 10 founders are interesting?
Yeah, so we did fund few of them. You should watch the show.
What do you judge on? As in, what do you see in that entrepreneurial spirit? आप देखते क्या हो कि ये entrepreneur है?
I think
some are just doing bhed chaal, you know.
See, at those stage, you have to realize that it's not a company yet. How does the founder navigate through tough times? Because I'm a strong believer that though people will remember what you did in good times, but people will remember even you more during the difficult and the tough ones. So you're in a stage where you see them. You see so many ups and downs. You would have written a few people off in the show. It's an interesting show. You should watch it.
Is an entrepreneur a leader also?
Who? Sorry?
Is an entrepreneur a leader also?
Yeah, it has to be a leader. If it's not going to be a leader, then it's going to be a directionless boat.
Are you also reaching out to the rural areas, employing the rural sector?
I think Tier 2, Tier 3 is one of the biggest sectors where we have our consumers in, right?
And any small scale businesses you're trying to also, आए कि इसका product बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, let's just bring them into our buying them.
I think innovation is incredible in the country right now. Founders are doing a damn good job of creating amazing products, amazing brands. But at our end, we first need to make our main focus of our main brand get stronger, and then we look more of acquisition.
Finally, you said in one interview that money is not everything to you. Is it everything, or is it like Uncle Valipu said, that respect it, it's a platform and then you grow?
I don't start with the money is everything is very important. If you do a good job, if the input is well, then the output will come out well. But I think more about once you get success, there's nothing much more valuable than success than money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's very. I've kind of had that kind of fair share. Would love to keep success ahead of money.
All right. On that note, thanks a lot, Manish. Thank you for your time. Really enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you.